What is up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to build a price to performance gaming PC in 2021. Not only is this PC going to include an i7 processor, it is also going to include brand new case, a brand new SSD, a brand new Funko Pop, and a brand new power supply, all for the total for around $300 US. Now before I get this video started, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to show your support so I can continue doing this every week. For the CPU, I decided to go with this i7-3770 that I got for $80 off Facebook Marketplace. It is a Ivy Bridge i7, which means it is 22 nanometer. It has 4 cores and 8 threads. It has a 3.4 GHz base clock and a 3.9 GHz boost clock. And to cool the CPU, I actually got this blue LED Intel branded cooler that I got from another deal that I got, which came with the cooler, but I'm going to use a different cooler for that build, which is coming up very soon. In my opinion, this CPU is still very good for gamers in 2021. Now for the motherboard, I actually got a really good deal on this. I got this P8H77M Pro motherboard for only $30. This should be a good enough motherboard to handle the i7, and you could easily upgrade the RAM if you wanted to in the future, since it has 4 RAM slots. Now for the RAM sticks, I got this 2x4GB stick of DDR3 for $20, and my friend gave me this 2x2GB kit for free, so I'm just gonna count it as $5 because you will see in a bit that only one of the sticks work. So I only had 10GB of DDR3 in this build, and the speed of these RAM sticks is just 1333 MHz. Now for the boot drive, since the SSD I ordered from AliExpress did not arrive, I decided to go with this 250GB SSD from Acer that I got a while back from China for $40. 250GB should be good enough for a boot drive, and it should be able to store a couple of esports titles as well. As for the main storage, I decided to go with another 500GB hard drive that I got on Facebook Marketplace for $10. Like I said in my other videos, 500GB should be good enough to store some of your favorite games. Now for the power supply, I got this EVGA 600BR brand new for $50. I actually got 3 of these for $50 each on Facebook Marketplace from this one dude. 600 watts should be more than enough to power the system that we are building today. Now, since I got these power supply from Facebook, I will leave a link in the description to Canada Computers for the brand new ones they sell there. Now for the graphics card that made this whole build possible, I got this GTX 670 for $50. This graphics card should perform somewhat like a GTX 1050. I strongly recommend you to grab one of these GPUs if you could find them for around $50 to $60. The only one downside to buying this GPU is that Nvidia has decided to stop driver support for the graphics card under the 900 series. Now for the Funko Pop of choice, I decided to go with this Mr. Incredibles Funko Pop that I got for $10 off Facebook Marketplace. Mainly because this is the last Funko Pop I have left in the studio at the time of recording. Now for the case that's gonna hold all the components in is the Deepcool Matrix 55 case that I got on sale for $56 after tax. I strongly recommend you to go outside and buy yourself a case like this because it's a very good budget case and it has RGB in the front. But the only downside is that it doesn't include any fans, which is why I added 3 RGB fans that I got on Facebook for $23.10 after shipping and tax. And I added an exhaust fan because I had some lying around. Here's the price tally for today's build. Now let's get to the time lapse and show you guys my new way of benchmarking. Alright, now we have the PC build. Now is the benchmarks. First we have Cinebench R23. We got the score of 3661. Not bad for a pretty old chip. Up next, for 3D Mark Firestrike, we got the combined score of 5963. Now for the Unigine Heaven benchmark, I am using the basic preset except it's in full screen. I got the FPS of 132 and a 3333 points. The FPS number is somewhat close to what a GTX 1050 would get, and I do have a GTX 1050 build coming soon. Now with all the synthetic benchmarks done, let's get to the gaming benchmarks. The first game I tested on this system was Rainbow Six Siege, with the built-in benchmark showing us an average of 98 FPS with the very hype preset. Personally, I'm not gonna record gameplay for this game because this game is just so boring to me, but if you guys really want me to play this game for the benchmarking section, just give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If I reach 1000 subscribers, then I'll start recording gameplay for the benchmarking section. Up next, I tested Fortnite. At Pro settings, I got an average of 138 FPS. During the whole playthrough experience, there are minor stutters, but only happens once a while. And if you want even more FPS, you could turn on performance mode in the settings. Now before I get to the next game, let's win this one. Easy. Sit down! I'm just better. Oh my god, this guy's so bad. Oh, sit down, get destroyed, uninstall, let's go. Alright, now we're playing Valorant at basically max settings. At this setting, we got an average of 130 FPS. Now since this is a very easy game to run, I would just recommend you to crank up the settings for this game. But if you want like 5 more FPS, then go ahead turn it to low. Now with that being said, let's try to win this spike rush. Okay. Oh my god, I got a kill. Oh, another one. Okay. Easy. Boom. Okay. This game sucks, not me. Now with CSGO with the built-in benchmark, at maximum settings, I got an average of 182 FPS. From my own experience, turning the settings down all the way to low does not affect FPS at all unless you have really low-end hardware. So basically, if you want to build this PC to play at 1080p 144Hz for CSGO, go ahead. I recommend you to build a PC like this. And finally, to finish the benchmarks, we have GTA 5 running on normal textures and everything else on high, and we got an average of 93 FPS with the built-in benchmark. GTA 5 is one of those games that works really well with mid to low end hardware. Now with that being said, let's get to the outro. Overall, I think today's PC build is one of the best price to performance PC I ever put together. I would strongly recommend you to build a PC like this for yourself. The performance of this PC exceeded my expectations, and it only cost less than $300 US. The only bad part about today's PC build is the RAM sticks, because it's only 10GB instead of 16GB. Now before you go down in the comment section and tell me how the motherboard does not support triple channel memory, I tried the benchmarks using 2 sticks versus 3 sticks, and the gaming FPS numbers is only like 2 to 3 FPS difference. Now with that being said, if you liked the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't, then go watch a different YouTuber, I guess. And comment down below to suggest any benchmarks I could do in the future.